The dynamic and multi-talented Dorian Harewood has captivated audiences for decades with his remarkable performances across stage, film, television, and music.
Renowned for his powerful portrayals in Full Metal Jacket, Roots, The Next Generations, and the Jesse Owens story, he has consistently brought depth and authenticity to every single role. His time on Broadway solidified his reputation as a gifted stage performer, earning him a Tony Award nomination.
And now he has taken the stage at 54 Below for a one-night-only concert. So please welcome actor, voice artist, and musician, Mr. Dorian Harewood. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Great to have you.
Nice
wow.
to see you. Thanks for having me.
What an honor to be sharing this couch with you this morning.
That's my honor.
Oh,
My pleasure.
And now you're doing a one-night-only performance.
Yeah.
And this is all based on a certain era of music, the Brill Building era.
Yes.
For those who aren't familiar, give us a little rundown what that means.
Well, the Brill Building was a building not too far from here, actually. It was on 1619 Broadway. And it was, there were two brothers, Samuel and Maurice Brill, that took over the building. It was, at the time, it was called the Allen E. Lefcourt Building. And they took it over and renamed it the Brill Building. Mm-hmm. And they made it into this basic, it was an epicenter. It became the epicenter of music, of 60s music. A multi-talented, extremely talented kids like Carole King, 17, 18 years old, Neil Sedaka, Neil Diamond, Burt Bacharach, Hal David. All these wonderful writers came, and they had these wonderful songs that they would bring to the Brill Building. It was like a one-stop shopping place, basically. It was where the creative synergy kind of met the business of music. So you'd have a musician and a promoter that could go down the hall and meet with a composer, and then go down to another office and see a lyricist and an arranger. All these things in the same building. So it was really, it really became the epicenter of music for the 60s.
If anybody ever saw the Neil Diamond musical or the Carole King musical, they actually referenced it, and they're in the shows too on Broadway, right? So kind of full circle there. But so many, you mentioning some of the names, so many legendary names have gone through that building. How do you select for your show which songs you're going to pick?
Well, it's easy and it's difficult, right? Because you can never get the right ones. I'll talk to people and say, well, why didn't you do it? Why aren't you going to do this one? You know, so we have to stop somewhere. But I basically went with my gut. I grew up listening to this music. For instance, one of the songs, "Will You Still Love Me," was the first song recorded by a black female group to climb to the top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Now, that was written by Carole King and Jerry Goffin, and it was sung by the Shirelles, recorded by the Shirelles. I remember those songs. It was in 1962. I was 12 years old. I was listening in my house. We had all kinds of music, jazz and blues and country and opera and just all kinds of things. But we really listened to and had that. I had that ear on that music. Didn't know where it was coming from. All I knew is I loved listening to it. So I just used that to let me decide on what songs to use here.
Well, so who are some of the other artists that you've chosen to perform their songs? And the other question is, would you have ever dreamed, if you had a dream come true, which of those artists would you want to collaborate with?
Oh, gosh.
That's a tough one.
Well, it's tough, but then the thing that comes straight to mind for me is Burt Bacharach and Hal David. They were there as well. I was fortunate enough to have done a musical with Hal David, but he was writing with Michel Legrand, the famous Michel Legrand. We did a musical years ago. It didn't make it to Broadway, but that was a wonderful experience. He's just one of the best lyricists ever. So I would, if I chose one, it would be Bacharach and David.
It's a one-night-only show, right? 54 Below is always amazing because it's so intimate. But what's amazing what you're doing is the benefits are the proceeds are going to benefit those in California that have suffered from the wildfires. Why did you decide to do that?
Well, when the tragedy happened back, last month, around, I think it was January 7th, I was fortunate enough, after having spent a year here doing The Notebook, my wife and I were fortunate enough to get back to our family. I'd been away for almost a year. She'd come in and out.
Yeah.
My family had come in and out. So I was very excited about that. I got back there, and then just a few weeks later, this tragedy happened. And it hit me like it's never hit anyone before, except the people that do know this experience. But people, I'm sure all of us know about tragedies, all the tragedies around the world that's happened.
Yeah.
We think about it, we feel for the people, but it's never that close.
Yeah.
It hit me close. My daughter's house was burned completely to the ground. My son's mother-in-law's house burned completely to the ground. Just a few minutes from where we live in Pasadena was Altadena, and both of those houses were in Altadena. Altadena was razed to the ground. The Palisades, the Eden area. So it's like a war zone, and it's, I kind of go in and out of almost, not PTSD, but some kind of feeling that it's surreal.
Yeah, I'm
because
sure.
all of a sudden, this has happened.
Right.
So when it did happen, the first thing I thought about, at least as far as what I was working on for this show, which was already set for me to perform, I said, well, all I'm going to do is make sure that whatever penny we make will go to help to aid the victims of the LA fires. So that's the reason I did that. I don't. It could be symbolic. I don't know. All I know is I want to do whatever I can to keep the public's eye on what's going on.
Yeah, of course.
There's tragedies all over the world. We know about it. But when it hits that close to home, you have to do something. And this was just the first thing in front of me. So.
Well, it's a wonderful cause.
No, thank you.
And we're so glad that you're here to share it with
Thank
us.
you.
Again, remind folks where they can see you. 54?
Oh, yes. It's going to be 54 Below. It's tomorrow night, I guess.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Songs from the Brill
Songs
Building.
from the Brill Building, right at 54 Below at 7 p.m. And come and have a great time listening to some wonderful, wonderful music.
That's going to be good.
Which is healing.
Last time I heard you sing, you made me cry like a baby. So that was in the Notebook. All right. Sure it'll happen tomorrow.
Thanks a lot.
Great to see you.
Thanks again.
Thanks for having me.